Bam. What's goody gangy? Anywho, I'm not feeling good. I feel sick. But anyway, down to the trade recap. You guys know how it goes. So this was a position we took on Tuesday. There's no Thursday. Held the trade into Wednesday. Market open. Hit TP in the shower. I got stopped out on one account. Hit TP on another. So let's recap what happened. What went actually properly. What went right. What went properly. Because the video prior to this is going to be a video of me getting stopped out. That's going to be a video of the loss. But this same trade was still a win. So I re-entered. I got stopped out on one account and then stopped out on one of my positions on my high capital account. Then re-entered another position because it allowed a better entry. So yeah, this was our little bias right here. If you want, you can read it. You don't have to. But if you do, let me just. How do you hide this again? Bam, right there. So anywho, that was for Tuesday, going into Tuesday. Technical analysis on Sunday was 100% accurate with breaking weekly structure back to the upside. Now, of course, we're going bullish. Simply just took out all these lows for liquidity, making that move back to the upside. Anywho, getting actually straight into the nitty gritty. I actually really want to see Friday close taking out these highs. Most likely we will. If so, Monday market open is going to be amazing. There's no news, so we'll prepare for that, but that's for another video. Okay. So, actually getting into it. Bam. Let's recap the trade. I'm thinking, should I make these videos public? Like the next video, the weekly technical analysis, I'm thinking whether or not I want to make it public and then unlist all of these videos. I'm really considering it. I'm trying to decide whether I want to or not. Like, do I really want to? I'll think about it over the weekend. I'll see. Because I think it'd be cool with anyone like watching these back being able to go in and be like, oh, and see, oh, so he did this right, he did this wrong. Okay, this is where he progressed from, and now he's here. Like, another goal of mine, by the end of this week, I want to add another extra 100K in funding to our current account size, which would be almost $500,000. So, bam, that's one of the goals this week too. Well, maybe if I hit trades during London session, because I have my calendar here. I have the no news days marked out. I love to trade on no news days. I make sure I only trade when my days are probable. But anywho, enough of that talk. Let's actually get into the trade that we took. It was definitely not that. Okay. So let's get into it. Weekly, of course, we were bullish. I was thinking, should I go on a fresh chart? I'll just hide my drawings. Yeah, I'll do that. Weekly, we broke structure to the upside, so we knew, okay, somewhere throughout the week, we would be going bullish. Going down to daily, we made a slight retracement after breaking weekly structure to the upside. Did whatever we did there. To be honest, what I wanted to see was to see this daily fair value gap get filled before pushing price back to the upside. But that is not what happened. Instead, we got close to doing that, never did. So now, this is where I knew would solidify that we were looking for buys. This break of structure to the upside right here. Some people could be like, oh yeah, you broke structure to the upside, but could have been liquidity sweep to the downside. Yes, it's true, but that's why you wait. That's why I waited for another break of structure right here. Now let's actually get into that, because I messed up within this trade. I did make a mistake with my trade entry on two positions. That's why I got stopped out. Um, well, not fully stopped out, but that's why I got stopped out on one of my accounts. And the issue was not entering and not waiting for the proper moment. If I go Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, right? Shoot, where was this? Oh, I could just do this right here. Okay, okay, right here. So in 1 hour, so now I can actually go into what I was going to say. I waited for 4 hours to break structure to the upside in order to fully solidify, okay, we are bullish, we're looking for buys. Why? Because I make sure that when I trade in the highest probable sense, meaning I allow the liquidity sweeps to happen, the EQ retracements, the fair value gap retracements, the whatever liquidity, blah, 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 however you trade, whatever you want to, say it as. That's what I allow to happen. But I'm the guy that executes on the very, very, very last thing, which is always break a structure. That is what I'll enter on. And so, why? Because it gives me extra confluence knowing that, okay, all of this sort happened. And so that means we have absolutely no reason to retrace to take me out. That's my bias. That's my premise of, waiting so long to enter. Anywho, 1 hour broke structure to the upside. I wish I would have entered on this break of structure right here. For you guys who do not know break of structure or can't see it, please use the line chart with the dots, specifically with the dots, because you can see exactly where break structure. If I would have been looking at the chart, I would have entered right here for this hourly break structure to the upside, which originally I did have an alert for. It would have made a lot more money. Yeah. Yeah. So anywho, waited for that. 1 hour broke structure to the upside. It really ripped to the upside. And now, the one thing, the primary reason why I got stopped out in this position was A, because of my impatience, and B, because of my FOMO. When seeing this giant break of structure, I was like, dang, this is what I was waiting for. It didn't happen. So I know, okay, if I enter somewhere up here, price has the possibility to retrace and take me out. That's exactly what happened. On one of my positions, I was somewhere around, I entered somewhere around here. Yeah, like, I nearly got stopped out. Nearly. Shout out Think Markets. Best broker. Not sponsored. Anywho, should have gotten stopped out. I didn't, because I'm a G. With that retracement for the fair value gap, I mean, I know it says stop loss here, but I'm gonna be real. I always place my stop loss like $2, $1, like before, just so it alerts me, so I can actually like check up on the trade. Anywho, now I'm just rambling. I don't even know what I'm saying no more. Let me just delete this. I knew price had to retrace for this fair value gap at least somewhat in order to actually continue to make the move to the upside. This was a very stressful night. I'm gonna be real. Just this entire area right here for the next like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, because I was like, bro, we're gonna get stopped out. Am I not? I knew we weren't, and I knew this was an A+ setup even when we first got stopped out on the other account with price retracing. Why? Because A, we're bullish. We had all confluence going to the upside telling us we were bullish. Weekly was bullish. Daily was bullish. 4 hours was bullish. 1 hour was bullish. Everything was bullish. Man, 15-minute was bullish. 1 minute was bullish. We're bullish on everything. We're going up. And so what I needed to do was to wait for the proper entry in order to place my stop loss at a validating spot. No, I'm not recapping for you guys. I'm recapping for me. This is my recap, because I watch all these back, and that's exactly what I did. Originally, my position was here. I got stopped out. Why? Not because it was a bad position, but instead because I did not wait for a proper validating stop loss. If I would have waited, which I knew I should have, I literally told myself before entering this trade, should have waited for the fair value gap retracement. Right as it tapped into it, wait to enter. That would have allowed such a more validating stop loss. Is that English? It is now. That would have provided so much less stress. But that's why we're here to recap and learn, to understand. So next time I know, okay, when hourly makes a crazy move like this, wait for the retracement. Don't allow FOMO to get to your head, because if you do, you're going to get stopped out for, 3-4 grand. And you're going to sit there and you're going to mope and cry. So that's how it works. So don't be stupid. So, anywho, so I say so much. You know that? Well, I'm the only one that knows that, because I'm the only one that watches these. These are honestly just for fun. I'm gonna be so real. Like, maybe one day someone's gonna watch back and like be like, oh, this helped me. I hope. I think that'd be cool. Sorry, I'm sick and I'm tired. My mind's like, oh. Anywho, now going on a 15-minute. How long is this recording? That's not that long. Not that long. Going on a 15-minute. This was my entry right here on this candlestick. Now, you may ask why. I just explained why. Waited for that 15-minute break of structure to the upside. And I placed my stop loss in a validating location. Meaning, if price were to come down and take me out, my entire bias was wrong. If price were to come down, take me out, then make its move, my bias was wrong. Why? Because we already swept liquidity down here, right? We already broke structure to the upside up here, right? And we already retraced for the fair value gap here, right? Exactly. Now you see where I'm going with this. And we finally re-broke structure to the upside. No, I was only in this trade to around here. I hit TP somewhere around there. Yeah, somewhere in that area. And I'll show you why I targeted that too. So don't worry. Anywho, that was my entry. You could see we were literally never in drawdown. Yeah, I got a good entry. I'm just that guy. Anyway. Was that my entry? I think this was my entry. Yep, that was my entry. So I lied. We were in drawdown for like an hour. And then made our move to the upside, you see? So anyway, that's the point. I also say anyway a lot too. I place my SL in a validating spot. You always want to make sure to place your SL in a validating spot. Don't place it just anywhere, because your bias may be right, but that doesn't mean price can't retrace, take you on, and make its move. If your bias is correct, you need a correct stop loss paired with that bias. Because if your stop loss is not validating enough to where if you get stopped out, you're like, oh, I made the mistake and it wasn't just markets, then you're able to cut down that learning time frame and sit there and be like, okay, this is what I need to work on. Maybe I need to enlarge my stop loss, wait for a better trade entry, wait for a more validating trade entry, validating stop loss, validating place to put my stop loss, so I know if I get stopped out, okay, it wasn't just, a little retracement, but instead my bias was actually incorrect. Here, I made that mistake. Learn from my mistake. I placed my stop loss in a place to where it was okay, price just retraced. My bias was right, but price just retraced. You don't want to be in that scenario. Like, that happens to us traders too many times, where we enter a trade, we get stuffed out, and then it goes in our direction. That's because our trade entry was not accurate. That's because we have a stop loss that's A, too tight, B, I mean, if it's too big, that's not really, if SL is too big, that's not really an issue, but you get where I'm trying to go with this. So, where was it? Yeah, right there. So there. Anyway, now just to quickly finish it up, targeted these. I'm pretty sure it was 4 hour. Yeah, targeted these two higher draws of liquidity. Do I take partial profits? No, I take everything in full. Why? Because here to secure the bag. I mean, someone would argue and testify and say, "Oh, you securing partials isn't securing the bag, or is securing the bag." Yeah, but I like to secure more of the bag. I did right in my technical analysis. I think I did. We could have targeted these highs up here, 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 and here. Is this true? 100%. How much more would we have made? Oh my gosh. I think I would have made like 80, 90 grand on this trade. I'm going to be real. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So there we go. But yeah, that was overall trade breakdown recap. What can we learn from the trade? What do we do right? What could we have done better? We learned to wait for a valid trade entry and to always place our stop loss in a validating place. Remember that. Always have a validating stop loss. Please don't do this. I have so many friends that go to me and say, Lonnie, I keep getting stopped on this position. Oh, I keep having win losses. Oh, price just liquidity sweep me the one in my direction. And I always tell them, where is your trade entry? What are you entering off of? How big is your SL? All these guys have the same issue. SL's too tight. Their trade entries are horrible. And or they just suck at trading and their bias is completely incorrect. You have to make sure all of these three things are in line. Your bias is correct. Your trade entry is amazing. And if it's not amazing, you have a valid SL. So you see how these two tie together. That's why. If your trade entry isn't amazing, make sure you have a valid SL. If your trade entry is amazing, still make sure you have a valid SL. What? But yeah. Anyway, enough of me just talking and rambling. That's really everything I have to say. I am going to do my weekly technical analysis, not today, but when market closes. I have so much schoolwork to do. I'm gonna be real. Bam. I'm gonna be real. I have so much schoolwork to do. Like, it's out of pocket. Like, look at this paper I just got in there. I'm failing 1, 2, 3, 4 classes. I'm taking 6 classes. I'm failing 4. Well, to be honest, one I haven't even started. Like, one they put me in like the semester too late. Like, am I really gonna start it? No. You put me in the half semester's done. What? I'm not sitting there trying to catch up. I'm barely keeping up with the pacing plan on these. So I'm failing music appreciation, algebra, health, and info management. And I haven't even started info management. Do I really need to know? Anywho, that's this. My dad gave this to me, and he said, fix it. So, wait, did I just... I need to make sure I didn't leak my address. I'm going to look back and watch this video and make sure I didn't leak my address. Did I leak? Oh, shoot. Did I dox myself? Oh, no. Anyway. Boo-hoo. But that's everything. Thank you guys for watching, or thank me for watching, or maybe this video will never get uploaded. If I leak my address, if I dox myself, I'm not uploading this video. Maybe I should. This is a good recap. Who cares? You know, as long as we learn. As long as you guys learn. That's all I care. I'll dox me all day. No. Anyway, that's everything I have to do. I have to tell you guys today. I do have to go and recap this trade, like, on my Notion and my journal, actually analog. So, love you guys. See you in the next video, and have a splendid trading week. Remember, don't trade every single day. Unless your setup allows it. Shoot, if your setup appears every day, trade every single day. And if it doesn't, don't. Make sure your win rate's high. Set goals, achieve them, and I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. I love you. I love you very much. I'm proud of you. You're doing good. Keep going. Keep working hard, and let's get to it. Love you guys, and see you in the next one. Adios.